I'll never forget an experience that I had while serving the Israeli army, where we had a member of the general staff visiting our base. The pandemonium was unbelievable. We were preparing for weeks on end to ensure that the base looked, during that visit for the hour or two that the general came, that the base would look different from how it looks the entire time. And I remember thinking to myself, isn't that a little bit disingenuous? After all, yes, let's clean up the base a little bit, but why go to such an extent to present such a facade and a face of the base which is not normally the way that it is? The base commander explained to us that the reason is that an important person is coming. Tzarich lechabed et ben adam. When an honorable person comes, you have to present the base in an honorable way. But something still gnawed at me. Is there not something disingenuous about this? On second thoughts, I think it is exactly the right thing to do. After all, when a very honorable person, somebody we deeply respect, comes and visits our abode, be it our home, our school, our area, we had Bibi Netanyahu, the Prime Minister of the State of Israel, visiting Yad Binyamin, our Yeshuv, for the opening of the year. And yes, weeks of preparations. Yes, when an important person comes into your abode, you need to present yourself and your surroundings in the best possible way, the way you would like it to be the entire year, but don't always get around to it. This, in my opinion, is exactly what is happening spiritually during the Aseret Yemei Teshuva, the special time between Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. It also used to bother me. Why do we go out of our way to present a side of ourselves that is not us during the year? Chazal say to be extra careful about many mitzvot, especially Teshuvah, Tefillah, Tzedakah. We're so strict about things that we aren't always as strict during the year. So much so that Rav Moshe Isserlich the Ramah brings the minhag in the times of the Rishonim already to be extra strict in things that we aren't strict in during the year, like Pat Paltar, being strict about Pat Yisrael, etc., the type of bread we eat. Why put on this facade, present a side of ourselves that is not normally the way we behave? And I think the answer is exactly the same. You see, HaMelech Basadeh, Dirshu Hashem behimatzor, says the Gemara in Masechet Rosh Hashanah, Daf Yudchet, page 18. Hashem is amongst us, especially, says the Gemara, for individuals. The entire year, the Jewish people as a klal have the same access to God, but it is only during Aseret Yemei Teshuva, Dirshu Hashem behimatzor, for the individual, where Hashem, we can seek Him out because He is amongst us, so to speak. He's out of the heavenly palace, and we have Him in our intimate presence wherever we go. And since Hashem Himself, so to speak, is so accessible to us all of the time in every place, more so than any other time, we need to put on the best side of ourselves in the hope and prayer that just as we get ourselves in order and are presenting ourselves in the most ideal way, that's how it should be, Bezrat Hashem, the entire year. May we seize the moment of Aseret Yemei Teshuva, presenting in these 7 days the most ideal side of ourselves and our surroundings. And please God, if we're able to do that during these special days where Hashem is amongst us, we'll be able to do it the entire year in our striving for the best side of ourselves and our spiritual perfection and aspiration to be the best that we can be. Shabbat Shalom.